Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ibnu Hakiki. I'm from State University of Jakarta, Manajemen, Fakulty of Economics 2020. Today, I would like to present my internship report at Environmental Agency. Background. With the development of technology and information, we are required to compete in the world of work by increasing the quality of human resources. Second, many college graduates become an employee because many of them do not have the competencies that companies need. We all know about companies looking for people which have good skills and passion on their fields, and companies also looking for people who can use technology in advanced era. About company. The environmental sub-department is part of government agency, especially in the environmental sector, be it air, water, and land. The general activities of environmental agency in Jakarta are listed in the regulation of Governor of the Special Capital Region of Jakarta number 284 of 2016 concerning the organization and work procedure of the environmental agency, such as preparation of strategic plan and work plan and budget for the environmental services, implementation of the strategic plan and environmental services budget implementation document, formulating and implementing policy, guidelines, and technical standards in the field environmental protection and management as well as hygiene. This is a few of general text in environmental agency. And we now talk about my job description. First, input retribution per data into the system. This task is a complex system called a retribusi. In the system, the intern is instructed to input data about where or retribution payer, which is a new registrant for waste carrier services by the East Jakarta Environmental Agency. Waste services are carried out for store, hospitals, industries, and street market. And ID record by the intern is the ID identity. We can use KTP, NPWP, passport, and the number identity, fill the name and address. Next, my job description is setting retribution rates to WR based on the system. The intern is given a text by the mentor to determine the retribution rate through the system. This rate is charged because retribution payer use waste carrier services for their store or industry. This rate is based on Regional Regulation Number 1 of 2015 concerning amendments to Regional Regulation Number 3 of 2012 concerning regional retribution. In this text, me as an intern have a different tariff for each type. Okay, first, in industry have amount to 40,000 rupiahs per meter cubic, and for hospitals 25,000 rupiahs per meter cubic, and store they must pay 25,000 rupiahs per month, and last street market they must pay 25,000 rupiahs per meter cubic. Next, my job description is a recapitulated due date retribution payer or WR. The intern were given assignment by the mentor to recapitulate due date retribution payer. This due date occurs when WR doesn't pay off the bill within the specific time and causing a receivable. Receivables are obtained due to penalty caused by late payment. The fine is imposed as at 2% of SKRD Surat Ketetapan Retribusi Daerah. Next, my job description is monitoring retribution and retribution realization. The intern is given a text by the mentor to monitoring retribution and retribution realization. The meaning of monitoring here is to control or monitor the payment of fees made by the WR in order to know which WR have paid and haven't paid in the that month. The meaning of realization here is to record the amount of money that has been paid the WR for proof the report, which will be sent to the head of subdivision of administration and head of subdepartment and government. Next is creating SKRD, Surat Ketetapan Retribusi Daerah. The interns were given a text by a mentor to help make a Surat Ketetapan Retribusi Daerah, or SKRD. This SKRD is meant for determination of the WR, this letter will be given to the WR along with SSRD, Surat Setoran Retribusi Daerah, to be made payment by the WR. SKRD is useful for evidence that the determination of the amount of funds carried out by the environmental agency. And this is last for my job description. Is creating SSRD, Surat Setoran Retribusi Daerah. The intern was given text by the mentor to make SSRD, Surat Setoran Retribusi Daerah. SSRD was made after the SKRD. Function of this SSRD is evidence to make payments that must be made by the WR. This SSRD contains information on WR data and how much should be paid by the WR. SSRD also includes virtual number and procedure for making payments, either through banks or other e-commerce. Next, it's a problem faced during internship. At the beginning of internship implementation, intern had a little difficulty adapting and communicating with employee at environmental agency. This happened because intern was not introduced directly by the head of subdivision of administration to the staff and PNS in the office. Second, the environmental office doesn't allow PKL students to input data in the special system, especially in the tax section, such as inputting payment data or reporting income tax through the system, or taxable expense such as purchasing office equipment. The interns are only allowed to record data on the retribution system. Next is the solution for problem during internship. First, introduce himself individually to the employee in the company and try to be active in communicating and socialize with other people employee. And then, the intern coordinate with tax staff about the system used in taxation and ask questions about the function of the system so that the intern understand the flow of the text about taxation. So, this is a conclusion about my internship report. First, intern is placed at Tax and Retribution Division at Environmental Agency. The job description of this division is accordance with the concentration that is currently being taken, namely financial management. Second, intern acquire skills needed in the world of work, thereby increasing the competitiveness of the interns in facing competition in the world of work. Third, intern gain knowledge of existing financial management system in a government agency. Fourth, intern understand the meaning of hard work and discipline. So, intern can apply this attitude to work ethic when intern involved in the world of work later. Next is suggestion for me as the internship. First, suggestion for State University of Jakarta. In the future, it is hoped that Faculty of Economics, especially in S1 Manajemen study program, will collaborate with the companies to channel students who want to take internships, so that in the future students do not need to look for companies that make preparation to get internship require a long time. This is also to minimize the possibility of students getting a job that is not in accordance with their major. Second, suggestion for Environmental Agency is Jakarta. It is hoped that Jakarta Environmental Agency also expects to introduce interns to other employees to facilitate the adjustment process during internship. The office is also expected to allow PKL students to access electronic media to assist administrative staff in inputting taxation data. And last, third, suggestion for intern. Be active in the work environment and don't hesitate to ask questions if there are difficulties to completing their work. Take care of attitude and behavior because students who are doing internship must maintain a good name in their university. Train and improve interpersonal skill because it will be useful in communicating with people, especially in the work environment. And this is all about my internship report. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.